Hi everyone, and welcome to today's full body stretch class. It's going to feel so good. I'm out here by the pool. I'm trying to chase the shade. I'm trying to stay in the shade. So we'll see how well this class goes. But we're going to start seated down on our mats, and we're going to do a little bit of rotations just to start with. But let's pull on our knees. Let's just sort of relax through our lower back and upper back. Release back and then pull, stretch your back extensors down and up. Good. Nice easy breathing. Bring your right hand to your left knee and rotate. Look over your shoulder, the back shoulder. Let's do that 2 times each side, starting with some nice easy rotations. We are going to do a little bit of hip mobility today, just to work the hips a little bit. You know me, we always have to do a little bit of mobility, a little bit of a challenge. So we're going to come with our feet just outside of our hips. We're going to start with our 90-90s. Drop your knees to one side, keep your feet in one spot, and then up and over to the other side. Good, these are 90-90s. They're great for warming up for squats or lunges, lower body day. You can have your hands up if you want more of a challenge, or you can have your hands back behind you. Up and over. All right, one more here. Up and over. And then we're going to do a hip stand. Squeeze your glutes forward. Rotate, knees down, squeeze your hips forward. I know it's hard to see me. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm trying to stay in the shade. Up and over. Squeeze your glutes, hip stands. Challenging. You can do this. I'm going to move back a little bit. Squeeze your glutes. Good. One more each side. I'm sorry I'm going out of the frame here. Squeeze and rotate and squeeze up. Okay, it's getting a little bit more challenging from here. Bring your feet right out in front. I'm going to switch so you can see me. So both my knees are bent 90 degrees. And I'm going to start with my back knee. So here's my right knee. I'm going to open and close for 8, 7. So I'm trying to sit very tall here. And I'm on both of my glutes. This is challenging. I know you want to lean to the side. Try to stay as upright as possible. And now raise the foot. 8, 7, 6, especially here. Try not to lean too far forward. 3, 2. I know it's barely raising at all. And then we're going to raise the whole leg and extend it forward. Reset a little bit. Leg comes forward. Squeeze the quad and back. For 8. So this is the challenging hip mobility that we're doing. We're only doing stretching after this. 5. But we have the other side to do. 4. Squeeze the quad. Good. Really extend the leg up and down. Good. Last one here. Let's switch to that big rotation up and over to the other side. And we start by raising the knee. Up and down for 8, 7, 6. Keep your shoulders back. Good. 3 and 1. And now we raise the foot, even if it feels like it's barely raising at all. I know this pinches a little bit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I was sweating already, I swear. 1. And now we extend the leg forward and back. Use your strong core here. Try not to lean forward and back. Try not to move all over your mat and all over the floor. Here we go. I think a mosquito was biting me. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze your quad. Sit up nice and tall. And 1. Good. And we rotate right over to the other side for a little pigeon stretch. So you can keep your knees both at 90 degrees here, or you can extend the back leg and go into full pigeon. So then bring your hips up, bring the leg back behind you, and front knee is supposed to be about 90 degrees. You can stay up on your hands or you can come down to your elbows here. Either one though, I want you to feel like you're pulling yourself forward. So put your palms down and then really pull your chest and your upper body forward. All right, let's switch to the other side. So we have this modified pigeon first. Both knees are at 90 degrees. Hands come right in front of the front leg. And then if you want, we can come down to full pigeon, extending the back leg, and arms are down in front of you. Pull your upper body forward. There's so many birds out here today. I'm really watching all these birds play in the pool, and there's pigeons playing in the pool. Very an appropriate move for us today. I love hearing the sound of the birds and stretching out here. All right, so let's come to a wide knee child's pose. So drop your chest down in between your knees. We rock side to side a little bit. Take some pressure off your shoulders. Take some deep breaths in this pose. I did a tough upper body and shoulder workout before this, so this feels really good. So let's come up slow, slow, slow. Curve your back. We're going to come all the way forward to this sort of cobra pose. Squeeze your shoulders back behind you and look up, and then we push back to child's pose again. We're going to do this a couple of times. Big, like sort of a wave, a body wave, or a modified cat-cow. Back and forward. Squeeze your glutes. Good. Last one, big up and over something, and then hands come right under your shoulders. We'll do a cat-cow. Stretch your tailbone back, look up, and then curve your back up. We have a lot of cat-cows in the program today. We're going to do some side cat-cows after this. So the last one here with our hands out in front of us. Now bring your right hand over your left, and your left hand walk it over, and now we're going to do this side cat-cow just like we were just doing. You kind of feel a little bit of a stretch more on the right side of your body. Up and down. Good. One more. And then push back to this sort of side stretch child's pose. Just some nice, deep, easy breathing here. Whatever feels good with your breath. You can relax your wrists if you feel like you have wrist pain. So we take our left hand over our right. Now we do these side cat-cows. 3. Good. One more here. And then we push down to child's pose, a side child's pose. Nice. I like to roll my wrists here a little bit, stretch out my hands and my wrists. Let's bring it back up to all fours. We're going to do some easy hip circles. So bring up your left knee, 4 or 5 circles in one direction. Just let the hip joint relax. Let's switch directions. We're not really worried about getting too high or really working the muscles or the glutes. Let's do the right leg. 4 or 5 circles in one direction and switch directions. Good. So we're back to all fours. Wiggle, wiggle side to side a little bit. And I'm going to flip around, but I'm going to double up my mat because we're going to do some hip flexor stretches in a lunge position. So I like to have extra padding under the knee. I know you can't see my face here, but you know, it's still me. Bring your left knee forward, and we're going to come forward and down with our hips. 3, one more down here, and 4. Good. Walk that front foot out just outside of your mat, and now come forward and down with your hips on this side, really opening up through your inner thighs. Hold it down for a second. Okay, we're going to do those 2 stretches on the other side. I'm still trying to stay in the shade here. Bring your right leg forward, and we're going to bring our hips forward and down. Feeling a stretch in the hip flexor on the left leg. Good. These are the last 2 stretches here, then we're going to come down onto the mat. And 4, good. Hold it down for a second and come up. Now walk the foot just outside of the mat. So now you feel a good stretch through your inner thigh. And up, good. Okay. So we're going to come all the way down to our sides here. So your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Knees are bent about 90 degrees. So we're in sort of a kneeling side plank position. Feet stay on the floor. We're going to reach up and over with our hips. Just 4 of these, but you're really pressing your hips up, reaching that arm over. 3. Big reach. Just 1 more here. All right, top leg comes up and over. We're going to sit up, hug that knee in for a nice little side hip stretch. And then we do this on the other side. I feel like I'm kind of in a jungle here. I'm surrounded by plants. Let's do a quadricep stretch. So we're down, bring your heel in towards your glute, pushing your hip forward. Okay, up and over, swing it around, back to one side, sort of a modified side plank. Elbow is right underneath the shoulder. Shoot your hips up and over. Big stretch. Arm comes up and over. Reach your hips up. 2, 3, and 4. Very nice. Come on down nice and slow. Bring that top leg up and over. Sit up. Hug the knee in. Good. Some nice easy breathing here. I love to just stretch some days. I don't always go to the gym. I don't always do a hard workout. But I am addicted to movement. I do like to just move every single day. Squeezing your hip forward. Quadricep stretch, and sometimes just a good 15-minute stretch in the morning is enough for me to feel awake, to get things moving, to feel good. Okay, we are almost done here. So let's come all the way back, down on the floor. We're going to drop our hips down to one side and look the opposite direction. Feet and knees are glued together here. So you're getting a stretch through the middle of your back. This is a rotational stretch. Drop your knees down to the other side and look the opposite direction of your knees. I'm gazing at my pool here, wondering what time I should go for a swim. Oh, there's the camera. I'm looking back at you now. 1 more, the other direction. And feet are back flat on the floor. Let's hug one knee in. So the other leg can stay bent, or if you want, you can straighten it. I like to do little easy hip circles here. in both directions, or you can just hug the knee in, whatever feels good for you. Then I like to do little sneaky ankle rotations too. This feels really good if you've been on your feet all day or you have Achilles pain. And then straighten the leg as much as you can. It doesn't matter if it gets straight. You can try to hold onto your toes or the back of your leg. We're going to drop the leg open. So we're going to drop out to the right here. Open, open, open. Try not to lift up through your left glute and the left side of your body. Good. And bend the knee, bring it back in, and we bring the opposite knee in for a hug. Remember that leg can stay straight or bent, doesn't matter. Let's do some nice easy hip circles here. Another direction. Little ankle circles. Straighten the leg. Try to keep the opposite hip on the floor as you open, open, open. Hug both knees in. Rock a little bit side to side on your lower back here. We're going to do a little bit of a double leg stretch. Just a few of them. Bring your shoulders up off the mat. Hug your knees in, and then we are going to get ready. Are you ready? Here we go. Arms and legs stretch all the way out. Use your core and bring it back in. We're doing just 4 of these. Reach, reach, reach. 3, 2, and you can do it. 1 more. Big reach. Stretch your arms and legs far away from each other and drop down very, very slow. Big reach through your hands and your feet. Bring your arms around. Do some little wrist rotations. And we're at the end of today's program. Thank you for joining me. I hope I get to see you again sometime.